Good day, and now the lease purchase news. As the great Yogi Berra said, it's deja vu all over again. Real estate is falling, credit is tight, demand is low. How did it all happen? Well, this investigative reporter wanted to find out more. By the way, this investigative reporter also told you 2.5 years ago that this stuff was going to happen. But did you listen to me? Well, a few of you did. You sold your properties at the top sales price. You got out. You're liquid. And God bless you. You're smart people. And if you don't believe me, go back to some old YouTubes on this from this broadcast. Okay, 3 reasons why hell is coming in a handbasket right now. The government. They're supposed to watch over things. They were asleep at the wheel. They really took the Clinton theory of don't ask, don't tell. Let's not look into the banks. Let's not see what they're doing. Even if they're doing is criminal, inappropriate, and giving out money that's FDIC insured to people who shouldn't get the loans or have no chance of paying it back. So somebody was asleep at the wheel at our government. And I know it's easy to point fingers at the government, but they really didn't want to touch this one, did they? And look what's happening now. The banks. The lending institution, the investment companies. Okay, a lot of these guys, they saw Wall Street too often. Gordon Gekko, greed is good, right? Well, there comes to a point where you don't lend money to people who you know can't pay you back just because the real estate keeps going up in value and you know they can sell it, or you know if you take it back you'll get more money for it. But sooner or later there has to be some standard common sense lending practices. But did they do that? Oh no! They didn't do it at all. And look what's happening. The borrowers. Yeah, the borrowers had a lot to blame to this too. How many people got very little or nothing down loans with no hope of being able to make the payments? Okay, and using their properties like ATM machines instead of using good lease purchase investment strategies. So these 3 entities, this is why we're facing this problem or this maybe crisis today. But is it a crisis for us as investors? Let's look at it some more. How does this all affect us, you ask? Well, as lease purchase investors, we know how to control real estate rather than let it control us. We can negotiate great deals on great properties and learn to control these properties without the need of banks. We can control them with what's in place right now. And guess what? There's more motivated sellers. Sellers are so motivated right now, they're willing to subsidize the monthly payments. They're willing to bring cash to the table or take out new loans in what we call short sales to help get rid of the property. Can you imagine someone whose mortgage will not cover the sale price and they actually have to bring money to the table? People are willing to do this right now. We can get better terms, better properties, and I'll tell you right now, and this is the one thing everybody forgets, real estate is a commodity. Write it down, a commodity. What does that mean? It's like food, water, air, and it's a commodity of shelter. Okay, everybody needs a place to live. No matter what the economy, even back in the 30s, people still had to live someplace. And they're going to live someplace now, even if they can't afford to buy properties, okay? And they're going to need to buy something, condos, townhomes, but they're going to have to buy them at better prices, better terms. And this is where the savvy lease purchase investor comes in. So while everybody else is Chicken Little right now, the opportunities for wealth and advancement are better now than they've ever been. Just don't get caught with the herd. And this is Claude Diamond, your reporter, saying good night and good news. And hey, I answer my own phone. No big deal. 1-800-324-4652. You have a great day, and don't let the news worry you, okay? How did that sound? What are you guys doing here? Go home. It's over.